What's up, YouTube? I'm Mike, and today I'm back with another rant video to test the might of my fucking subscribers. It's Mortal Kombat in the fucking comment section of my last video. I knew making that video was gonna be like fucking putting bait on a hook and just sitting in the boat. You know, like if you ever go hybrid fishing and you just fucking hold the bait and wait. All you gotta do is wait. And you feel that little tap, tap, tap on the end of your fucking rod, and then it slowly starts to bend, and then we got him. It's a fucking feeding frenzy in the comment section for some unknowable fucking reason. This happens over and over on my channel, and I cannot figure it out. I guess it's because I've done such a good job of alienating everyone on the left that all I have left are people on the right. And people on the right, for some fucked up, well, for some reasons that I'm about to explain, are all about fucking trenbolone and illegal drugs and all of this shit. But the second it gets to pornography, holy fuck, people start to lose their fucking minds. So like I said, Mortal Kombat style, I'm gonna see if we can test the might of my fucking subscriber base. I suspect I'm about to lose more than a few. So I posted the video explaining how this idiotic fucking attempted porn ban is never gonna work and how fucking stupid it is. And right away, I start getting comments from people who apparently disagree. This one guy, VR Simulo1234. Way to go, bro. Way to put some fucking thought into that goddamn username there. He says, porn is very bad for you dopamine system. Porn is like every other drug. It fucked up my life. I understand the ban under 18, but you right, there are other ways for kids to find it. It fucked up your life? Watching other people fuck on TV, on your phone, on your screen, fucked up your life? What kind of a fucking loser are you, bro? Please tell me how pathetically weak you are. That porn fucked up your life? Last night, my wife and I were laying in bed, and she found some video. It was like a chicken that was like on a power wire, and he got electrocuted and blew up a transformer and died. And people were making all these off-color jokes about it. And some first responder, I guess, was one of the people who made an off-color joke. And this dude got piled on, and he was explaining, like, I don't know what the fuck all you people think we do for a living. If we didn't have like a good sense of humor about fucked up shit like this, we would all be insane. You know, and the guy explained like most human beings have, you know, 2 or 3 traumatic things happen to them in life. But for a first responder, their entire life, their entire day is just going from one traumatic experience to another. She actually found this thread where it was all of these first responders, you know, like paramedics, EMTs, you know, fire, police, that were just talking, they were like sharing stories of all the fucking crazy, fucked up shit that they have to see on a daily basis. So for, like he said, for where most of us have a few traumatic experiences in life, these people are just exposed to a never-ending supply of trauma, and their lives are not all fucked up. These people see horrors we couldn't even imagine and go on living perfectly healthy, functional lives. You know, occasionally you read about a cop, you know, suicide or something. But by and large, first responders seem to be very well adjusted. And then you take it one step further to like the emergency room people, the doctors that work on all of these trauma patients. Like the number of human beings in the world, soldiers, just all of these things that are exposed to truly horrific things. And this guy's life is all fucked up because of porn? How does that even happen? You know, you read about people being porn addicts. Like, he says it's bad for your dopamine system. How is it bad? And there's a million fucking and one things that activate your dopamine system. I should know. I'm a fucking recovered meth addict. I think meth sort of takes the fucking cake and, you know, about activating your fucking dopamine system. So, like, getting off meth is decidedly a very difficult thing to do. Is that what fucked you up? Like, did you have a porn addiction that was, like, so bad you, like, just couldn't fucking cope with life? You just fucking couldn't stop looking at it, and so you like lost your job and your family and your friends, and you were like destitute, living in a fucking dumpster somewhere? How did this fuck up your life? Please, in the comment section, explain to me how pornography, how looking at videos of other people having sex fucked up your life. How can that fuck up your life, but actually having sex with real human beings doesn't? Obviously, actual sexual activity fires your dopamine system too. So are you like some fucking beta loser who's never been with a girl, and so you've never even experienced real sex, and you got addicted to porn, and you think that's the end-all be-all of fucking dopaminergic firing? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Pull your fucking head out. Porn did not fuck up your life, okay? There's no chance that porn fucked up any even remotely reasonably strong person's life. I refuse to believe it. I would be happy to be proven wrong. Please enlighten all of us with your story as to how porn fucked your life up. Oh, God. So we can shed a tear for you. Then what do we get next? New Dylan8640 says, news alert, short man who abuses TREN year-round and thinks porn is Let me start over. I didn't do a very good job reading that comment. News alert, short man who abuses TREN year-round thinks banning porn is dangerous. Yeah, I do think it's dangerous for all the reasons that I explained in my fucking video. Because trying to ban something only leads to people fucking going out even further out of their way to get it, which usually increases the likelihood of negative fucking effects. They're still going to get it. But here's the thing I think a lot of you don't understand and that I finally discovered. I've been trying to figure out, like, why is it that so many people in our world are very concerned about other people watching porn. Like, if you don't like porn, just don't watch it. It's just like anything else. You just don't watch it. But why do you care if I watch it? My wife and I consume an enormous amount of porn. It hasn't negatively affected our relationship at all. We were watching porn last night, and she actually said to me, I'm so happy to be in a relationship with someone where I can explore these sides of myself with no judgment, and that you will still love me and be intimate and soft and caring during our sexual act. She literally expressed how pornography in no way prevented me from being an intimate, caring, attentive lover. Because it does not desensitize normal people. So that takes me to so before I get to the desensitization aspect, I want to give you my hypothesis on the real reason why there's this group of people who are very passionately anti-porn. I think, and again, this is my opinion, I think the reason that a lot of you are anti-porn is because you're pedophiles. That's right. See, you actually aren't anti-porn. It's just that your porn is illegal. You can't legally watch the porn that you want to watch, and so you're angry about it, and you're trying to take the legal porn away from the rest of us normal people who can enjoy it without committing atrocious fucking acts on other people. My wife and I can consume porn, and no one needs to get hurt. Everyone involved is a consenting adult, and don't even start with me on that trafficking bullshit. That is total shit. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but the truth of the matter is you're far more likely to come across women who are being trafficked on the dark web, which is what this legislation is pushing people towards, than on something like the hub, where they have a tremendous vetting process as it is. So I believe and understand from this point on any of my videos, if you come into my fucking comment section bad-mouthing porn, I am automatically going to assume that you're a fucking pedophile piece of shit. So I would advise you to shut the fuck up in my comment section about it. If you have a problem with it, if you don't like the fact that my wife and I are actual porn producers, then fuck off and subscribe to somebody else. But if you come in my comment section with this shit, I'm convinced that you are just angry because I get to have my fun and you can't. So moving right along in this feeding frenzy of comments, I get Danny K605, who says, bro, I grew up watching porn in my teens, and if I had a son, I would not want him to be the same. It desensitizes you to real women. It's not good. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It absolutely does not desensitize you to real women. My wife is a real woman. My wife is a real hot woman. I am far more attracted to my wife than I am to any woman in porn. I would much rather any day of the week have sex with my wife than do something with porn. We enjoy it together. What porn definitively does do, which could be a problem for 90% of women on earth, is that porn desensitizes you to fucking ugly women. Yeah, see, that's the real problem. If you're married to a fat, ugly bitch, porn is probably a problem for you because the girls in porn are more arousing to you than your fucking ugly wife or your fucking ugly girlfriend. If you can only get ugly women, then you probably can get desensitized by looking at otherwise semi-attractive women in porn. I honestly find most women in porn to be horribly unattractive. Yeah, they're thin, but most of their faces are fucked up. Most porn stars, they look like they have some kind of syndrome. Have you ever noticed that? I'm never watching porn going, man, I wish I had her instead of my wife. I can't even understand, what exactly about porn would be desensitizing. Unless you're some massive prude who doesn't want to try different things, I can't imagine, my wife and I use toys, we use all kinds of things, we use porn together. There's ways to create new sensitivity inside of a marriage. In fact, I think that one of the most valuable ways of keeping a healthy sex life together in a long-term committed relationship is by using porn. That's how you can spice up the fucking relationship without actually having to cheat on your partner. So if you can watch somebody else engaging in an act and get turned on by that and then enjoy the act together, you're not out trolling for fucking strange. But all of you people who bottle up all of your fucking natural fucking curiosities and desires, you're the ones that end up fucking popping and going out and cheating. I don't need to cheat. I get all of the sex that I want from my wife, and if I have any fucking curiosities about other women or something, we can explore that in a safe manner together. She can explore things in a safe way with me. We can talk about our little morbid curiosities after the fact, and we can appreciate that they're just interests. They're just fantasies. They're just certain things you see on screen can be very titillating and arousing. It doesn't mean that you want to go out and engage in that behavior. It's a very, very healthy thing for most people to do. The problem is clearly the people that I see in my comment section are not healthy people. They're probably drug addicts and people who have massive fucking psychological problems, or maybe they are abused as children. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with all of you people. I know that Christianity is a major source of this bullshit. If you're raised to believe that looking at somebody else's nakedness is some kind of fucking sin, then what happens is you get saddled with all of this guilt And so every time you're doing something that's totally innocuous, totally normal, totally tame, you're feeling all of this negative energy and this negative emotion. And so you've created this situation where something has all of this tremendous weight on it that none of the rest of us experience. For my wife, in the beginning, porn was very stressful because it was this evil, terrible, horrible thing that she wasn't supposed to be doing. Once she fucking set that bag of bricks down called Christianity and freed her mind from the fucking the mechanism that tries to control your brain, and let herself realize, dude, like we're just fucking animals. Like this is, none of this life is half as serious as you people fucking make it out to be. And again, it's always about controlling other people's behaviors. If you don't like porn, don't watch it. If porn destroyed your life, sad news for you. Stop trying to convince everybody else it's going to destroy theirs. Stop pretending like you give a fuck about other people. That's how I always know when I'm dealing with some sicko fuckhead person, is that they always pass on their like little advice as if they're just trying to protect you. Hey bro, porn fucked me up, so I don't want to see you get fucked up. It's just the same way as saying I can't handle something, so I don't want you to enjoy it. The same thing happened with Xanax. The same thing happens with TREN. The people who shit talk it are always the people who can't handle it. It's always the person whose life was destroyed by Xanax who tells me not to take it. It's always the guy who couldn't handle the trenbolone who tells me and everybody else they shouldn't take it. No, it's always every person who gets in the comment section and airs these little fake fucking bits of concern, all you're doing is projecting your own failures and your own vices and your own sick fucking closeted demons. So I think half of you are fucking pedophiles. Half of you are fucked up for some other unknowable reason and you just blame it on porn. That's the other thing about vices. Vices are scapegoats. Rather than saying I'm all fucked up for reasons that I haven't admitted because daddy did something to me or mommy did something to me or I was picked last for the fucking football game, or some girl broke my heart, or some girl cheated on me with a guy who had a bigger dick, and so now every time I watch porn, I'm insecure about my penis size. Instead of really admitting what your real problem is, you find a scapegoat to dump all of your misery on. So you go, oh, porn is the enemy, drugs are the enemy, alcohol is the enemy. It's always something other than you. Haven't you noticed that? Every time somebody's telling somebody else what not to do in their life, they never say, hey bro, I'm a loser piece of shit and I couldn't handle this. It's all of the ways that the thing that they're blaming destroyed them. Xanax destroyed them. Trenbolone destroyed them. Porn destroyed them. War destroyed them. No, none of these things destroyed you. You destroyed you. Every person who's ever been destroyed by some vice, the problem was you. It's never the thing that you're pointing the fucking finger at. If you're pointing your finger at something else, you're the fucking problem. And that's what nobody wants to accept, because that's the hard shit. The hard thing to do is to go get in the fucking mirror and go, what the fuck is wrong with me? Look in the fucking mirror. Look into your own eyeball. What the fuck is going on inside of here that is so broken? Why can't I handle things in my life? Why am I constantly fucked up? Why am I constantly looking for a crutch? Why am I constantly looking for someone to bail me out? Why am I constantly pointing the finger at everybody else? What the fuck is wrong with me? One of my favorite fucking lines at any comedy show, Cat Williams is talking about how women do the same thing. Women will always be like, oh, this guy wasn't shit, this guy was a piece of shit. Every guy some girl dates, he's always, this guy ain't shit. And Cat Williams says, what you need to find out is what is it about your pussy that attracts ain't shit dudes? How come your pussy attracts all these ain't shit guys? See, the problem is you. It's not the guys. If you keep hooking up with a bunch of bad dudes, you're the fucking problem. If you can't watch porn without it destroying your life, you're the problem. The reason that I can't, that meth fucked up my life is because I couldn't control it. I couldn't control it. Xanax is not fucking up my life because I have a grip on it. I can control it. The problem is me. And when I accept that and I admit that I'm the problem, then I know that I can set my own limitations. Notice how I'm never on YouTube saying, oh, Adderall's evil. Don't take Adderall. No one should take Adderall. Oh, meth is evil. Don't take meth. I've had problems with a lot of things in my life. Notice I'm not making videos telling everybody else they shouldn't fucking do it. There's been tons of really famous people who maintained large heroin addictions for years, for their entire careers. It killed my fucking brother. Everybody is different. Some people can handle shit and some people can't. And I don't run around telling other people what they should or shouldn't do with their fucking bodies unless they're asking for my advice. Obviously, I make YouTube videos saying, hey, this has been my experience with a Remedex or something like that. So admittedly, in that regard. But notice, I'll never tell somebody, oh, you shouldn't do that. Like, I personally don't understand Sustanon. I don't know why anybody takes it. Some people fucking love it. I have a good buddy, loves fucking Sustanon. Now, admittedly, he takes it every day, so that makes sense. If you're pinning, don't even let me get down the road on Sustanon. So what else do we have in the comments? To the shitter with the far left and authoritarian far right. That's exactly right, Nick Collins. That's the problem. On both extremes, you have total fucking lunacy. It's always been we have to find some middle ground, but it's just impossible. We're never going to get it. We're never going to get a middle ground, so we're just destined to swing on this pendulum back and fucking forth between these two extremes. What we need to do to find middle ground, the only way we can truly have a middle ground system is to stop legislating personal behaviors. Laws should only be written to protect one person from another person, one person from doing something to someone else against their will. There should be no drug laws, porn laws, anything that you want to do in the privacy of your own home with consenting fucking human beings. It should be your absolute fucking business. If that was the only change we made in our world, things would be orders of magnitude better almost immediately. So let me recycle this one time because I think that that's all we're going to get out of the newest video. Yeah, so I'm seeing some positives coming in to offset all of the fucking negatives. So there you have it. Whatever your opinion is about this matter or most every other matter, shut the fuck up about it. If you don't like certain kind of comedy, don't watch it. Stop trying to cancel people. If you don't like porn, don't watch it. Stop trying to cancel it for everybody else. If you don't, whatever the fuck you don't like, stop fucking trying to control other people's behavior. Own up to your own shit. Take responsibility for your own shit. Stop pointing a finger at other people and other things for your problem. 99.9% of all of the problems you have in life, you caused. 99.9%. There's always going to be that one-off situation where something horrible happened to you and there was no way for you to prevent it. But even if that's the case, you got to fucking pivot and roll with that shit and cope with it and move on. The last thing that you ever want to do in life is to allow someone to convince you that you are a victim. There is nothing worse in the world than victim mentality. I will tell you right here and now, I have had more than one very traumatic thing happen to me against my will. I am not a victim. I take full responsibility for having put myself into bad situations where bad things can happen. I accept accept the reality of what is, and I move the fuck on with the future, because I will not give my power away to someone else. Someone who acted against me, against my will hold no sway and no power in my life. It's the same thing with drugs, alcohol, porn, anything that you lose yourself into. You must rise up against it and stop being victimized by your weaknesses. As always, thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.